Hey gang. Welcome to India. Today I'm showing you my favorite beaches in South Goa. Surprisingly, Palolem Beach was not my favorite at all. There are many more lovely little hidden gems. Let me show you in this video. South Goa is known for its tranquil beaches, beautiful landscapes and relaxed vibes. Let me show you. We arrived on Christmas Eve, 2024. For one night, exceptionally, we stayed in a fancy resort on Mobile Beach. Mainly because we didn't pay for it, my sister had a voucher. It's a lovely area, but it does look like it's only resorts and resorts. You don't really have a village. Mobile Beach is very clean. Sadly, it's not always the case in Goa. I suspect the employees of the hotels actually clean them every so often. It was very quiet and very family-orientated as a resort. Although it was the holiday season, it was not overly crowded at all. Now, if you are a backpacker staying in two hostels, I'm not sure you'll find many in this area. Those funny birds are everywhere in Goa. I think they are egrets. They're all over the beaches. The next morning, we jumped into a tuk-tuk to go down towards Palolem. We actually had to walk about half an hour to be able to find a tuk-tuk. Because around those fancy resorts, you only had taxis and they were asking for crazy prices. Goa used to be known for the Goa taxi mafia. It's meant to have got better now. Right, this is our hostel in Palolem. Creepy. Not exactly what we expected, to say the least. We knew we had booked a dorm, but this is more like camping in the jungle. I mean, it was beautiful, but very, very basic. And with a bit of rubbish everywhere around the bungalows. That's the shower. Shared showers. And we had booked 2 nights in there. Luckily, our roommates were nice. There was no door key, neither on the bungalow, neither by the entrance of the camp. There were little lockers for your valuables, but far outside of your bedroom. Strange. And that building, no one knew what it was. Creepy. That was actually a bit scary, you know, when you have to go out to remove your contact lenses and then walk next to that. Those were the toilets. And inside of that building, we don't know. Nobody knew. Although the next morning I spotted a guy sat on the roofing, meditating. He said it was his studio. What type of studio? An art studio? I have no idea. There were feet everywhere. He said it was his branding. And that's our little dorm over here. And that was not cheap at all. I think we paid about 25 euros for a bed for a night. For a hostel, it's not cheap. I guess it was peak time, between Christmas and New Year's. Palolem is very nice, but it's very busy and very touristy. If I had to choose again, I'll probably stay in a different location in the area, maybe not in Palolem. If you're looking for your way into the beach, don't be afraid to cross a restaurant. So this is Palolem Beach. It looks like they're playing cricket. So if you walk all the way to the top of the beach, up north, you'll find the entrance to the backwaters, where you can find yourself a captain to go for a little cruise in the mangrove. All those little boats are private. They don't have a motor or anything. The captain will be pushing you with his stick, like this. And it is very affordable. You don't have to book it ahead or anything. If you just wander around, one of the boat owners will come and approach you anyway. It's a lovely little ride if you are into bird watching. You'll see a lot of eagles and probably a few kingfishers as well. I think the best time to do it is right before sunset. You can also rent a kayak if you wanted to go on your own. Although I think it's better to have a guide because they're better at spotting the birds. Palolem Beach is nice for sunset. You have a lot of little cafes and restaurants. And in Goa, alcohol is everywhere. Almost. One of the local beers is actually called the Kingfisher. South Goa is probably not a party place as much as North Goa on Baga Beach, but you still have a lot of people drinking everywhere. As opposed to Kerala, that was our next stop, where it's much more complicated to find alcohol. The next morning, we rented some scooters to go and explore the area. We paid a little bit more for them than we paid in North Goa. We paid 800 rupees a day for one scooter. But we wanted one each. And it was actually one of the busiest days of the year. We had to go through a few rentals to be able to find two. They were all taken. Next stop, Kola Beach. You might see Kola spelt with a K or Kola spelt with a C. Same place. They also have a few hotels there where you can stay on a bungalow right on the beach. Not cheap, but very nice. That cow was poking her nose into a restaurant. Pussies on coconuts. What more do you want in life? Next up, Cabo de Rama Beach. Now, if you're not comfortable driving a moped, you can always go from A to B on a tuk-tuk. They are affordable. And last stop of the day, Agonda Beach. Beautiful beach as well, with quite a few restaurants and hotels. But the vibes are a bit quieter than in Palolem. If I had to go back, I'd probably decide to stay in Agonda instead of staying in Palolem. If you prefer a place that is slightly quieter and slower in terms of tourism. We did consider staying one more night and staying here, to be honest. It was a little bit expensive because it was last minute. Well, it's not that we wanted to stay any longer. It's just that we had booked a train, or we thought we did, and we didn't. And a cow. There are far fewer here than there are in North Goa on the beach. So yeah, the train system in India, at least for a long-distance train, is a bit complicated. My sister had tried to book 3 months ahead a ticket to go from Palolem to Kerala, a night train all night. The ticket was paid and stated RLWL. 75%. What? We found out later on that RLWL was for remote location waiting list. So that was not a ticket, that was a spot to be on a waiting list. And of course, between Christmas and New Year's, you do not have that many people cancelling their trains. The day before, we were number 1 and 2 on the waiting list, so we thought we stood a chance. And we were told we'd get an answer 4 hours before departure from the source station. That was Mumbai, so we had plenty of time. We never got any answer. So eventually we jumped on a taxi to go towards the airport. I don't think I had ever booked a flight whilst on my way to the airport. Yeah, stressful. Those are the little streets going down towards Patnam Beach. Oh, a swastika. It's a peaceful Hindu symbol over here. So you see them quite a lot. Nothing to do with hate and racism, like in the Western world. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little video. If you're planning a trip and you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask them in the comments. And if you happen to be a local and have any suggestions for any future travelers, feel free to pop them in the comments as well. And if you want to see a bit more from me, check out my live section. Most of what I do on YouTube is live. Bye!